What's up, you guys? Happy Saturday to everybody, and welcome back to episode number 2 of the Road to Glory here on Ready Aim Birdie as we take on rounds 3 and 4 of the Players' Championship at TPC Sawgrass. Hanging on to a small 2-shot lead going into the final 36 holes. It is going to be full of action, so let's get started and see if we can get one step closer to that elusive Players' Championship title and our second win of the year. Conditions played difficult in the second round, but we were able to put up a really good 8 under par number. And we are starting the third round 2 shots clear. Austin Eckroat and Nick Taylor are now up the top of the leaderboard, 18 under, so 3-way tie to start this third round. Let's get going. No practice swing needed. I'm feeling good. Yep, perfect start there. At least so far in the early stages of this third round, the wind is pretty forgiving, so we can take advantage of that while it lasts. See if we can create as much of a cushion as possible. That was a bit of a lackluster swing. Long putt for birdie here, 30 feet up the hill. It's going to be a 2-putt par at the first, more or less exactly what we are aiming for. And we are underway here at the Players' Championship in round 3. Nick Taylor and Austin Eckroat posted at 18 under. So we now have our number to chase, which is right where we sit, and hopefully a newer number to set into the clubhouse by the end of this third round. Good tee shot here at the second, just trying to find the fairway, give us a good number to lay up to. Yep, 266, we're going to lay up. Try to give us about 50 yards in. Yep, that is more or less exactly where we wanted to put it. That's going to leave us 63. Oh, not a good shot. All right, it's going to make us scramble here for par to open up this third round. We're looking at bogey here at the first, unless we can chip in for par. All right, little bit of nerves early. Not a great played par 5 there. So we fall to 1 over on the round, 17 under for the tournament, and 1 shot off the lead. So let's see if we can get this back on track here. That felt like a much better swing, just left of the flag. If it gets a soft bounce, this might get back there. I thought that was going to go in for a minute. Just off the green. Good chip in for birdie there. That was helpful to get the momentum back on track. So that's going to put us back to 18 under. One shot off the lead is Xander Schauffele, who's sitting at 19 under to this point. Still in good position. Got to try to make up that one shot, but not play aggressive. Three wood off the tee here at the third. Or at the fourth, pardon me. 90 yards into the wind, a foot up the hill. We're going to play this 95. That might spin off that hill. Oh, is it going to go? It's picking up speed a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to get all the way down. It's going to hang up there a little bit. So this is going to be a tough putt for birdie to get it to 19 under if we can get it to go. Good birdie there. So back-to-back birdies at 3 and 4, and we are to 19 under overall. And one shot off the lead as Xander Schauffele has gotten it to 20 under with a birdie of his own. A lot of three woods off the tee here. Other than the driver at the first, I have not hit three wood, or I have not hit driver in 4 straight holes. 190 yards, slightly into the wind, down a foot. So we're going to play this the full distance, 194. Left of this flag because the lie is going to want to kick it to the right. Little bit of a push. All right, we are going to be putting for birdie, not as close as I would like. We putted well in the third round, so let's see if we can keep that or in the second round, so let's see if we can keep that going. Oh, I just underread it. Playing well, but I feel like I've just kind of left a couple looks out there so far. This is a hole where if we play it strategically, we have a good chance to get it within range of 20 under. Yep, perfect. Figured there's no need to hit the full driver. Just play it safe, give us a wedge, and try to set up a look at birdie. All right, 74 yards, up 5 feet. We're going to be a little aggressive with this one. That could be really good if it hits soft. That's perfect. Exactly what we were hoping for. Birdie there gets us to 20 under. And in a 3-way tie for the lead to this point. So now we got to just keep playing steady golf, minimize the risk for mistakes. Perfect driver there. We took a little bit bigger of a risk with going back to the driver instead of hitting 3-wood, but it worked out for us. $110 yards. We got to play safe. We got to not get carried away here. Contact felt good if the number's right. That's a good shot. Short of the hole to about 7 feet. So this is going to give us a putt to get it to 21 under and into a one-shot lead if it can go. Now we're starting to heat up a little bit. 21 under and one shot clear of the 3 at 20 under. So it is becoming a packed leaderboard here in the early stages of this third round. Seven wood off the tee here, trying to land it short, get it to soft bounce up that hill. And that might come back, actually. That is a little bit of a slope. That's going to stay up there somehow. So this is going to be a really difficult putt from 16 feet. Not going to go, but at this hole, if you make par, you're not really giving anything up. Good par there at 8. And we're going to go to the difficult par 5 ninth. Just a good, safe driver. And as long as we don't miss right, we should be safe. Perfect. That is going to play down the center, kicking towards the right center now. A 340-yard drive is going to leave us 250 in. Tucked pin on the front left of this green, so no point in taking the risk. So we're just going to take the bunkers out of play with a good layup. Aggressive play is what has cost us in a couple events this season, so we got to take that out of the equation and just play safe, calculated golf. Really good shot there. That's going to be a tap-in birdie. Started a little slow, but out in 32, so good start to this third round, and we are in a strong position with 9 to go here. One shot clear. So we just got to keep the pedal down and just keep moving forward steadily. 3 wood at 10. Again, no need to bring driver into play. All right, 126 yards. Gonna flight down a pitching wedge just a little bit. See if we can land this to the middle of the green. Good shot there. It's gonna give us about a 15-footer for birdie. So 13 feet up the hill, right to left. Oh, if that stays high, it could go, and it just burns the edge. So it's going to be a par at 10. Good start to this back 9. Still a one-shot lead with several players on the golf course within striking distance, so we have to stay on pace. 587-yard par 5. And that drive was well struck, so that could get out there a pretty good ways. Perfect drive there, so let's see if that possibly gives us chance. Yeah, you know what? We're going to try it. This is a calculated risk, so we're going to try going for this green. Perfect. That is fine. It's going to give us a difficult putt for eagle, but a putt for eagle nonetheless. This would be huge for the program to keep us on track here and ideally give us a cushion. Pulled it just a little bit. Turn. Oh, not going to be an eagle, but it'll be a good birdie. So we'll get to 23 under. And now a 2-shot lead, so we got a little bit of a buffer to work with. All right, safe swing here. No need to try to get it close to the green, even though it's 351. The objective of this round is to just keep a good pace, ideally make a few birdies, and try to create as much of a cushion with the lead as we can going into the final round, because I have a feeling those conditions are going to play tough. Just trying to land this short, chase it up. Oh, and it hit dead. That was a terrible chip. So we have a tester for par here. We're looking at another bogey. Really bad bogey there. Not a good second shot. Poor chip. So we'll fall back to 22 under. And again, tied for the lead with Wilson Furr, who has gotten it to 22 under. So no shortage of suspense here. That felt like a good swing if the wind tries to take it. Hit soft. Over the back of the green at 13. See if we can land this high, get it close, make par, and get out of here. At this point, it's not just about making birdies, but it's about minimizing the damage when you do make mistakes. Little 5-footer for par here at 13 to stay 21 under, or 22. Snuck that in the side door, so we'll stay 22 under. 3-way tie. All right, good control swing. Yep, that should work out A-OK for us. $154, down 2 feet. Just going to go for a good, safe shot to the middle part of this green. That contact felt really good, but it's going to be a little past the flag. Needs to hit soft. That's going to leave us a tester. That was not what I was hoping for. So this is going to leave us 33 feet here at 14. Misread it. Not a good stroke. That's going to get away from us a bit. Good par, though. So luckily we're able to save par, stay in a 3-way tie at 22 under. Tough 4 finishing holes here at Sawgrass. Would like to get at least 1 or 2 birdies going down the stretch, and that is a terrible drive. That's going to be in the bunker, way slow, pushed out to the right. And this is going to leave us a really difficult shot here. That might be okay. It's going to land short. It might chase up. No, all right, it's going to come up short. Once again, it's about minimizing the damage, so get up and down. That should be fine. That's going to give us, hopefully, an easy look at par. Par at 15. And now one back of the lead. Par 5 here, so if we can make a birdie, it'll put us, hopefully, back into a tie for the lead. Much better tee shot on this hole than the first 2 rounds. First 2 rounds, we clipped the trees on the left. Luckily, we missed him this time, so we're going to have a shorter shot into the green than we did in the first 2 rounds. 198. Middle of the green is a safe play. Closed the... Oh my God, bad shot. Third shot into the par 5. Just got to get it to the top of this hill, trickle it down there. And maybe we'll have a chance to make birdies still. Not great on the contact, but that's going to work. Clutch birdie at 16, so we'll get to 23 under. And tied for the lead as we step onto the famous island green here at the 17th. 132 yards, down 3 feet. Different hole location, front left today. Pin was in the back yesterday. So we're going to try to get this, landing it on the slope, right of the flag, try to see if we can bring it around. Closed it a bit. That needs to go. And that's a great shot there at 17. That looked like it was going to be short. This is not going to be an easy putt, though. Down the hill. We just have to literally breathe on this. That's a clutch birdie. Good birdie at 17 puts us 1 clear. Standing on the final tee here in this 3rd round. One more committed driver swing. Honestly, if I parred the 18th to end the 3rd round, I would be okay with that. All right, good drive. That's the first step. 130 yards, up 3 feet, into the wind. One last full swing here in this 3rd round. Similar to what we did yesterday, I believe it was, putting it just long of the green. It wants me to chip it, but I'm going to putt this ball. Left to right, or right to left up the hill. Didn't make birdie, but we are going to make par. That was a nail biter of a 3rd round. Barely hung on. So let's see where that puts us as we go into Sunday. So, 3rd round, 66. So that's going to put us in a 2-way tie for the lead with Xander Schauffele, and this is going to be a suspenseful final round at the Players' Championship, and fittingly so. Looking to hopefully continue the momentum that we had the first 2 days and see if we can carry that into Sunday and maybe take home our first Players' Championship title. So we're going to be starting the third round. 24 under par, three-way tie at the top spot. So we have to play well today. You're going to see a lot more conservative play in this final round. Just playing nice and safe, not taking any risks unless it's a calculated one. Let's just put this into the fairway. I'm going to take a practice swing here. Just smooth the nerves out a little bit. All right, we're ready. Final round starts now. Yep, that should play. Kind of our fairway finder swing there, just putting it in play, trying to settle the nerves. We do not want to risk coming up short of this flag, because if we do, it could bring it all the way off the green. 108 flag, we're going to play this 103, 10 mile an hour wind at our back. What a golf shot. Really good start there. Deep breath, slow the heart rate. See if we can make birdie and start off strong here. Good putt. Solid birdie there. So one shot off the lead as Xander Schauffele has got it to 26 under with a birdie of his own at the first. We need to play well here. We are not going to earn this easily, but that is what I like. It's going to be up the right a little bit, probably going to kick into the rough, so it's going to force a layup. God, I don't know if we can get it to there. Got to play a really safe layup here. Yep, that'll work. Not as far up as I would have liked to put it, but with that lie in the rough, it just wasn't worth the risk with water in play down the right. 133 yards, dead into the teeth of the wind. But we can be a little aggressive here. Oh, if this manages to drift a little more left, that could be really good. All right, we're putting. 17 feet down the hill, right to left. Put a good stroke on it. Did we? We did. Good birdie. All right, 26 under, joining the top of the leaderboard. 176 yards here on this third hole. We've played this hole pretty well here this week. But today is not about going at the flag. Oh, that's going to come out hot. All right. Get it close, make par, move on. Good par. Again, one back, Xander Schauffele with a birdie of his own at the third. So it is tightly packed here at Sawgrass on this Sunday. Hitting driver here. First time I think this week I've hit driver on the 4th, so a little more aggressive than normal, but it's going to pay off for us because of the wind. 91 yards. I'm going to try to flight this down just a little bit. Got to make sure we carry this over the water. This is going to be a slippy putt, but let's see if we can't give this a run. Let's go. Good birdie. That was a clutch putt there. So that's going to put us 27 under and back into a tie for the lead, at least for right now. All right. That putt got us pumped up a little bit. Let's calm the nerves down. Good, comfortable swing here. Just go with the fairway finder shot. No point in trying to be the hero. It's going to trickle into the rough, but it's got a decent lie. So 160 flag. Really just try to get this to the middle of the green because it's going to come out a little bit dead and with not a lot of spin. Good shot. It's going to be below the hole, so we're going to be putting up the hill. Can be a little aggressive with it. A little pull, a little bit of a close. Just make par. All right, par there, so we stay steady. Tied for the lead. Short hole, if we put it in the fairway, it'll give us a wedge. Yep, that should work. Whew. 71 yards. Into the wind, got room to work with long, so no point in being aggressive. Can play this past the flag, bring it back a little bit. Not as close as I would have liked, but we're putting. 10 feet up the hill, right to left. Give it a good stroke, see if we can't get it to go. Good birdie. Wow, that was clutch. 28 under. Again, tied for the lead. Xander Schauffele has given us a good run. All right, gonna go with the fairway finder swing here again. No point in trying to risk it. Yeah, perfect. Wind is going to take that back towards the middle. .127, 13-mile-an-hour wind off the right, so we can play the wind here to help us out a little bit. Middle of the green would be a good shot. More or less exactly where I wanted to put it. 18 feet, little up the hill, left to right. Honestly, play for the 2-putt, and if it goes in, that's a win. Birdie here would be huge. No, that contact was way open. All right, good par. One-shot lead as Wilson Furr has dropped back to 27 with Xander Schauffele, so little cushion to work with. But we can't take our foot off the gas even though we're in the lead. safe shot here, just going for the middle of the green. Really focus on making par and move on. "32 feet up the hill, left to right pretty much the whole way. 2-putt would be really good here." Under-read it a bit. It's going to be a little tester. 4 feet, play it. Good solid stroke, right edge. Good par. All right. That's going to hopefully calm the nerves a little bit. Par 5 here to wrap up the front 9, 574 yards. Just trying to put this in play. No need for heroics. .232, it's reachable, but this could be a birdie hole with a safe layup, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Yep, perfect. Not going to go at the flag here. Safe shot, little past the flag. Leave us a putt. Oh, the rhythm felt a little dicey there. Oh, wait. All right. Need a clutch up and down from the bunker to stay 28 under. Back nine's not going to play easy with these conditions. All right, this is one of those putts that is going to be crucial to the momentum. Not a good third, so it's going to be a costly bogey. We're going to fall back to 27 under and 1 shot off the lead. .132, flag is tucked on the right of the green, no point trying to go at it. At this point, need to give ourselves looks at pars and birdies, not taking any strategies that could bring bogey into play. All right, we're dancing. 10-footer for birdie. This, I believe, would get us back into a tie for the lead if it goes. It's on a good line. Just gonna dip to the low side of the hole. It's gonna be a par. One shot back, par 5 to play. 566 yards, have some room to work with. See if we can hit a good drive. Put it in play. It's not going to get out there incredibly long because of the wind. But if anything, being on the right side of the fairway is fine because it opens up the layup for us. All right, 257, not going to go for it. Comfortable layup here with a 7 wood, set up a wedge in. Yep, that's perfect. It's not going to go the full distance because of the wind, but we don't need it to. If anything, the farther back we are, the better. This is going to be a really difficult shot here. Our short game is going to be tested. And another bad mistake with a wedge. Horrible lie here. It's going to be a putt for par. This to stay 27 under. Oh, good putt. Oh, that was clutch. All right, so we stayed 27 under. One back. Possible look at birdie if we can play this hole well. Perfect swing. All right, 77 yards. We'll be able to hit a full wedge here. See if we can go one hop and stop. Birdie here would be really big. It's not going to get as close as I would like, but it's going to give us a putt. This for birdie to get it back to 28 under. Good putt there, dead center. So 28 under, one shot off the lead. We just got to keep steady, eliminate the mistakes, play for the center of greens. It's going to be a blazing fast putt here. 2 putt here would be exceptional. Now it should swing pretty hard towards the hole now. Would have been a bonus going in for birdie, but it's going to give us exactly what we need at this point. A safe 2 putt to stay 28 under. Two back of the lead. So let's see if we can apply some pressure here, ideally with a birdie at 14. That might try to kick a little bit left towards the fairway. It's going to give us a lie in the rough, and it's going to sit down. 165 flag. Just got to get this on the green. That's closed. That's got to go. All right, it's going to get us on the green, left of the flag. 25 feet, left to right in the beginning, right to left at the very end. No, misread it. Damn it. Two back. Try to make birdie here. Get us to 29 with 3 to play. Took a bit off of that because of the wind, trying to eliminate the chance of running through the fairway, bringing that bunker into play. All right, 138. I'm going to play this 127 because of the wind. Good safe shot. That could be really good, actually, if it hits soft. Oh, inches away from perfection. Really good birdie. If we needed a birdie anywhere, it was going to be right there, and we are one shot back with 3 to play. Par 5, so big opportunity. Took a bit more of the aggressive line there, trying to cut the corner, and it's going to find the fairway. .221 flag. Into a 9-mile-an-hour wind. Going to go at those palm trees left of the green because the slope is going to want to kick it towards the water. Yep, I was afraid of that. Big close. It's going to be a downhill lie in the rough. And this is going to be an exceptionally difficult shot. Oh, and that is marvelous. Could not have executed that any better. Yes, needed that. We get to 30 under, tied for the lead with 2 to play. Classic Sunday hole location here at the Island Green 17th, 139 yards. Wind is at our back, so we're really just trying to get this on the green. Taking out the possibility of going long. All right, 2 putts here. All we need. Seven feet up the hill. Can give it a little bit of a run, but got to be careful with this. Oh my God, that was clutch. More than likely, probably need birdie here at the 18th to win it. Slow it down, take a couple practice swings, put it in play. All right, that's safe. It's going to get a good bounce there too, so it's going to get a ways up there. 95 yards. Take 2 practice swings, just slow it down, get it dialed in. 1 last full swing. Now, if that gets a bounce, it could be good. Yes, that might be enough. 1 last good stroke, 2 feet to get it to 29 under. Count it. And now we wait. nail biter of a round, but we hung on, played the last couple holes exactly how you needed to. And now all we can do is wait and see if it's enough. It is not going to be enough. Xander Schauffele gets to 32 under for the week. So we finished just one shy of the top spot. Outright second, though. Xander Schauffele, 32 under. Good finish for us, though. 31 under, just made a couple mistakes late in the final round. So unfortunately, that is going to cost our chance at a victory here at Sawgrass. But it's going to be a top 5 at the Players, which puts us in a really good position heading into the next event of the season. Thank you guys for joining for episode number 2 of the Road to Glory here on Ready, Aim, Birdie and PGA Tour 2K25. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for episode number 3 coming up in the next couple of days as we take on the next event on the PGA Tour schedule and hopefully have a reasonable opportunity at getting our second PGA Tour win. If you haven't already, hit that like button, put a comment in the channel what your favorite course on PGA Tour 2K25 is, or what your most recent win on career mode is. Hope you enjoyed this one again. Thank you guys so much for the support. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time.